Hello, welcome back to the channel. For those that are new around here, I'm Gaz, and this year I am documenting my full journey to go sub 9 hours at Ironman Copenhagen in 2026. For those that have just jumped on the channel, welcome. Over the last few years, I've been trying to balance high rocks training with Ironman training to some degree of success. It's been tough to balance both. Last year, I went to the Ironman World Championships and the High Rocks World Championships, tore my Achilles, tore my hamstring, and also tore my calf muscle. So, this year, I am fully focusing in on Ironman training. Back in the day, when I was 21 in the army, all I used to do was triathlon training and running. I used to love it, and I actually got pretty decent at it. However, as I get older, closing in on 38 now, I know you don't think it because I'm looking like a 20-year-old. I realised that if I want to get really good at a sport, I have to go all in on it. That's not saying that I'm not going to dabble at certain bits. Last week, myself and Isaac went down to High Rocks London, and I did an open doubles with him and came third overall. The first test out properly of my Achilles in a High Rocks. And actually, the week before that, me and Laura went up to the East Fortune racetrack in Edinburgh and did a duathlon. It went pretty well. I came first overall and Laura came first female. So we can safely say the season is getting off to a good start. We are currently 4 weeks away from our first A race of the season. We've got quite a lot of races coming up. Edge Hill is in 2 weeks, and then all our focus turns to Ironman 70.3 Mallorca. It's a race we love. It's one of the best races on the circuit, and I cannot wait to go over there and actually test myself on a proper 70.3 course against some unreal athletes. This week's vlog is all about a big week of training. We are now 4 weeks away from Ironman Mallorca 70.3. That means that the next couple of weeks are absolutely crucial to building that last little bit of fitness and also starting to sharpen the legs ahead of the season. So come along, I'm going to show you what we do in an Ironman training week, and if you like this style of vlog, make sure to subscribe and keep supporting the journey. Let's go. Pretty big Dickie out on the ride. Little hour in Cheshire, sunny, cold still though, but it's nice. Nice to be out on the actual flats of Cheshire. Discussing wedding tactics and stag do tactics. Coffee riding done properly, mate. One thing you should know about Rich, as a 100 kg rider, he comes down hills like a missile. Struggles up the bolt pony and then struggles up the hills because he's got to drag 100 kg up there, but he's a missile down it. Little hour on the bike with Rich done. I am now, because it's sunny, gonna mow the grass. It's not had any tender loving care for a good while, and I feel like it's slowly getting to a point where we want to sit outside. Out for session 2 of the day. Dragged Laura out. I've got a 90-minute run to do. Dragged her out the house. I've got 90 minutes running, nice and steady to do. Laura has 45 minutes, so we're going to do the first 45 minutes together. And then I'm going to carry on plodding round. But that'll be 2 sessions to kickstart Monday. Nice hour ride, 90-minute run. Right then, so today I am running down to go do a strength session, and then I've got a bike. I'm just going to work out if it's too windy. I mean, it's lovely weather. Just going to work out if it's too windy to bike, because it is quite windy, or if I do my turbo session. But right now I'm going to go down and we've got a quick strength session to do. As with all my strength sessions, bit of a full body one, so upper and lower combined into 2 with a little bit of rehab. Let's go get it done. Quickest and most efficient gym session done, 45 minutes in the bag, uppers and lowers done. Need to get back now, I've got a call. Then working for a few hours, and then I'm gonna try and get the bike in if that wind calms down a little bit, I think. Oh, I've got a nice surprise. So this is the new front end that's gonna be on my TT bike. So goes under my handlebars, and then it's got 2 bottle holders, fully aero, and it's from Aeroworks. So Scott over at Aeroworks has very kindly sent me over this to attach to my TT bars, which has a Garmin mount. It also has the 2 bottles, which is cool. I'm going to fit it onto my bike over the next few days. I'll show you what it looks like, but I'm excited to race with that. It's fully aero, so pretty cool. I'm out having a little wander with Harold and Laura. And then I've got a bike to do. No, Laura's here. This is Laura. And then I'm going on the bike to do my 90-minute 70.3 efforts and some overgears. So it's a bit windy today to get out on the bike. I'm going to go on the bike later on in the week. But for now, we're going to have a nice walk down the canal. We are about to go on the bike. I've got a 90-minute 70.3 session to go down. This is, as well, new camera. So I'm going to see how it looks and if it feels a little bit better. Definitely feels much simpler to film on. I am going to get this done. It is some 70.3 power blocks. So we've got some big stints at a rough 70.3-ish kind of pace and power, which is about 230 watts, I think, is what Ollie's thinking at the moment for me. I've got some efforts up first to get the legs warm, but nice big session to get banked. In this conservatory. Well, that was a sweaty one, literally ringing with sweat. It was 10 minutes of like a minute hard, minute easy, into blocks of 20 minutes at 230 watts, back through twice. But there was a point in there where I thought, do you know what, I'll maybe not do the last set of 20 minutes because my legs felt cooked. Obviously, me and Laura have been in the lakes for the weekend where we were biking up and down and out on the bike every single day. So legs are feeling a little bit cooked from that. However, we got it done. And that's all that matters. Sometimes you've just got to tick the boxes and get it done. Morning swim done, 2k in the bag, first swim of the week, done and dusted. So I'm now heading over to Liverpool to do this podcast, which I'm looking forward to. Right, I'm on the podcast with Danny Bourne, and he's having an absolute shocker him. Podcast done and dusted. It was a long one, but I've not spoken to Danny probably for 2-3 years, so it was nice to go down and chat to him, a little bit more like military-esque style, which is quite cool. So nice to go over a few things, have a little bit of a reminisce and a bit more of a mental health one as well. Just going in for some lunch with Chad now. Right, we're out running. We've got 4 times 12 minutes at 4 minutes a kilometre. Heading out into the country roads and get this done. Rep 1 done. 4-minute average, 3k pretty much. Nice to be out while it's not as hot as yesterday, but it's dry. Lovely. M6 is there, passing over. 2 out of 4 done. Average pace 3:57, so a little bit quicker than probably wanted there. It's between 3:55 and 4:05. Felt nice. Anyway, third one coming up. Swan coming up. Again, bang on the money, 3:58. Feels really comfortable, which I didn't think it was gonna this morning. I didn't feel great, but sometimes you just gotta get out the door, aren't you, and do it. One of them ones. And also, tempo efforts should feel comfortable, controlled. You should really be able to hold 1 to 2 sentences in a conversation as well. Anyway, last one coming up. That was probably one of the best runs I think I've done in a long time. So 16.5k across the whole actual session itself. It was 3 blocks of 12 minutes at between 3:55 to 4:05. So a rough tempo-y 70.3-ish effort. I think when I do Mallorca, I'm going to try to hold as close to 4-minute kilometres as possible and see how that feels. I was chatting to Ollie before and saying, I think that's where, like, the running then felt quite comfortable at that pace. Obviously, it's not going to feel comfortable coming off a long bike, but if I can get myself into the rhythm of that being my 70.3 pace, I'm in a really good spot. Right, out with Chad. Here he is behind. We're going to do about 60k, I think. Nice and steady, zone 2 stuff. He's looking all right though for his first ever riding a bike. Say first ever riding a bike. First ever riding a TT bike properly. He's looking good, but we're just going to go out round the flats of Cheshire so you can actually pedal rather than worrying about traffic and traffic lights and all that kind of stuff.
How's it snood?
Warm.
Is it snood or schnood?
I say schnood.
Okay.
Oh, those gears sound better, lads. Those gears sound better. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, that's great. How are we feeling?
Feel fine. What's that, 11, 12k in?
12k. Nice. Nice to be actually out. He went round a 400-metre track for 2 hours the other day. He's doing all right, is our Chad. We're just motoring around the Cheshire lanes. What a day for it though, like cold, crisp, dry. Roads are empty as well, so I'll tell you what, he's picked a great day to get into biking because these are the days that you go, I'm fully in on this. And then the 364 days that are just pouring down are where you hate your life. Knutsford.
Hey, it's 70% off mattresses.
Hell.
Better off taking a horse ride, isn't it?
Yeah, you probably would, to be fair. Successful-ish ride. Chad came off. Car went a bit too close to him, but luckily he was on a grass bank, so hit the grass bank. Other than that, it's going to be about 2 hours, 15 minutes. Probably just over 60k, which will be a nice first one for Chad to get nailed down. That's pretty much the working week of training for me. I've got a big brick session this weekend, 3-hour ride into a pretty tasty run just to finish off a good week ahead of next week, which is a big race one. So we've got Edghill Triathlon next week, Chad's first ever try, which will be good. Laura's doing it. Loads of Laura's athletes.
Nervous.
So it'll be a big one. So if you're not following Chad, he's obviously starting, well, he's doing an Ironman this year. First ever proper triathlon event is next week at the Edghill Tri. So make sure to jump on his YouTube and follow along as well to watch someone go from zero to hero. I'll see you next week for race week. Let's go.